Africa before colonization. Africa, a land of immense diversity, was home to powerful kingdoms, thriving trade networks, and vibrant cultures, long before European colonizers arrived. This chapter delves into the rulers' societies and achievements that defined pre-colonial Africa. From the empires of West Africa to the bustling ports of the Swahili Coast, and from the monumental architecture of Great Zimbabwe to the resilient Ethiopian highland, we uncover the stories of the people who shaped this dynamic continent.
The golden kingdoms of West Africa.
The golden kingdoms of West Africa.
In the rolling savannas, West Africa.
The Empire of Ghana, emerged as one of the first great civilizations of the region, ruled by kings known as the Ghanas. This empire controlled vast reserves of gold, which fueled a trade network that extended across the Sahara. Merchants exchanged gold for salt, textiles, and luxury goods, creating a prosperous economy that supported Ghana city and military expansion. The Ghanas, though powerful, eventually faced internal dissent and external pressures that led to the empire's decline. Out of Ghana's legacy rose the Mali Empire, founded by the legendary king Songhai, often called the Lion King. Songhai united warring factions to create a stable and prosperous empire that would dominate the region for centuries. His story, preserved in oral tradition by griots, serves as both a historical record and an epic tale of resilience and leadership. The most famous ruler of Mali, Mansa Musa, transformed the empire into a beacon of wealth and learning. In 1324, Musa embarked on a pilgrimage to Mecca, accompanied by a caravan so grand that it left a lasting impression across the Islamic world. He distributed gold generously along his journey, reportedly causing inflation in cities like Cairo and Medina. Back home,
Mansa Musa invested in education and culture,
establishing libraries and universities in Timbuktu. His reign solidified Mali's status as a global power. As Mali declined, the Songhai Empire rose to prominence under leaders like Suni Ali Ber and Askia Muhammad Tura. Suni Ali was a military genius who captured key cities, including Timbuktu and Jenne, securing vital trade routes. His successor, Askia Muhammad, was both a devout Muslim and a visionary administrator. He reformed the empire's governance, standardized Islamic laws, and expanded its influence across the region. The Swahili Coast, East Africa's maritime power, while West Africa flourished through trans-Saharan trade. The Swahili Coast thrived along the Indian Ocean. By the 10th century, city-states like Kilwa, Mombasa, and Zanzibar had developed into cosmopolitan hubs of commerce, blending African, Arab, Persian, and Indian cultures. In Kilwa, established by Ali ibn al-Hasan Shirazi in the 10th century, rulers grew wealthy by controlling the gold trade from inland regions like Great Zimbabwe. Visitors like the famous Moroccan traveler Ibn Battuta marveled at Kilwa's prosperity, describing its stone-built palaces, bustling markets, and refined society. Kilwa shows sailing ships that connected the city to the wider Indian Ocean world, carried ivory, gold, and enslaved people to Arabia, India, and beyond. Further inland, the Kingdom of Buganda
emerged in the Great Lakes region.
The kingdom was ruled by Kabakas, kings who consolidated power through diplomacy and military strength. By the 19th century, Buganda had become a dominant force in East Africa, with kabakas like Mwanga II playing pivotal roles in its history. Great Zimbabwe. The stone city of the south in southern Africa, the city of Great Zimbabwe,
stood as a testament to its people's ingenuity and ambition.
surrounded by massive stone walls built without mortar. Great Zimbabwe was the center of a vast trade network that linked southern Africa to the Swahili Coast. Archaeological evidence reveals that its rulers, whose names remain unknown, controlled the trade of gold, copper, and ivory, connecting their society to the broader Indian Ocean world.
The grandeur of Great Zimbabwe's architecture reflected the city's status
as a political and economic powerhouse. The hill complex perched atop a rocky outcrop served as the residence of the ruling elite, while the great enclosure with its soaring walls symbolized authority and craftsmanship. Ethiopia, a kingdom of faith and resilience high in the East African highlands, the Ethiopian Empire, endured as one of the longest-lasting civilizations in the world. Its roots stretched back to the kingdom of Axum, which was a major trading power in antiquity. By the 12th century, Ethiopia had become a Christian stronghold, its rulers claiming descent from the biblical King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba.
One of Ethiopia's most celebrated kings, Lalibela, commissioned the construction of the famous rock-hewn churches that bear his name, carved directly into the earth. These churches remain architectural marvels and symbols of Ethiopia's spiritual devotion. Despite its isolation, Ethiopia maintained diplomatic and trade links with the Islamic world and Europe. Its resilience would later prove critical in resisting colonization, as Ethiopian armies famously defeated Italian invaders at the Battle of Adwa in 1896 under Emperor Menelik II governance. Culture and the role of women in Africa's political systems were as varied as its geography. In centralized kingdoms like the Ashanti Empire, rulers such as the Asanting wielded considerable power, supported by councils and military forces. The Ashanti Golden Stool, a sacred symbol of unity and authority, understood the connection between spiritual and political leadership. Women also played significant roles in governance and society. Queen Amina of Zaza was a renowned warrior queen who expanded her territory and strengthened trade in the Hausa region. Among the Dahomey Kingdom, women served as elite warriors, known as the Agoji, challenging stereotypes of gender roles in leadership and military affairs. Cultural achievements were central to African identity. Oral traditions preserved by griots ensured that history and wisdom were passed down through generations. Artistic innovations, such as the intricate bronzes of Benin, reflected the spiritual and political significance of art in African society's challenges and the approach of colonization. By the 19th century, Africa faced mounting challenges. The transatlantic slave trade had depopulated regions and disrupted traditional economies, leaving some societies vulnerable to external pressures. Internal conflicts, often exacerbated by the influx of European firearms, further destabilized parts of the continent. At the same time, European explorers and missionaries began venturing deeper into Africa, mapping its rivers and cataloging its resources. While presenting themselves as discoverers, their actions set the stage for colonization, which would append the continent's rich tapestry of societies. Conclusion: Africa before colonization was a land of kings and queens, scholars and traders, artists and architects. From the grandeur of Mansa Musa's Mali to the enduring resilience of Ethiopia, it was a continent defined by innovation, strength, and interconnectedness. The stories of its people and their achievements challenge the myths of a dark continent, revealing a history of agency and accomplishment. This legacy, disrupted but not erased by colonization, remains a vital part of understanding Africa's past and present.